My name is Jen, and today we are going to focus on a flow that reminds us of our strength, but maybe isn't necessarily intense, right? So not strength that you feel maybe from holding a plank for 1 minute or rolling back and forth in your side plank. Strength that comes deeper from within. So it's something that's on my mind right now. Went out of town this weekend. Ate really poorly. I was lazy, and that's really good for people sometimes, right? But it left me feeling kind of ugh. And I think what I need right now is a reminder of my strength, right? The inside strength, not the outside strength. So for the next hour, won't you join me in harnessing that inner strength? Remember to define what feels good in your body, to listen to your body, to modify where you need modifications. It will be a not such a powerful flow, so I will offer more modifications than normal. But alternately, if you want to take something farther, if I do a gentle version of the vinyasa through, and you want to take plank, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog, do that. Do what works for you. I want you to take exactly what you need from this class and leave the rest behind. We're going to start in an easy seated position. So I define an easy seated position as just that, any seat that is easy for you. You may sit with your legs long in the staff position. You may sit in a butterfly position, a Baddha Konasana position. You may be able to do a full lotus, a half lotus, crisscross applesauce, whatever works for you, take that now. Find your sit bones. Lean back just a little bit so that your shoulders stack over your hips. Let your legs, your knees soften however you're sitting. Let your whole bottom half just soften. Place your hands wherever it feels right. Close your eyes. Strength starts with our breath. Just notice it. The mere fact that you are sitting here and breathing tells me that you are strong, that I am strong. Together we are strong. Don't try to manipulate the breath, just feel that strong breath enter and exit. Just notice, without judgment. Allow the mind to quiet, but if it can't, if the mind chatter keeps coming, the self-doubt, the negativity, you look at it without judgment, and you keep breathing your strong breath. Just breathing, nothing special, just breathing. Allow your eyes to soften. Allow your cheeks to soften, your jaw. Let's breathe together. Take a deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth, blow it out. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth, blow it out. Inhale, strength. Inhale your arms up to the sky, palms touch overhead. Slide your hands down to your heart. Let's set an intention for our practice. The intention I'll offer today is to remember your strength. Remember my strength. I am strong. Maybe you take it as more of a mantra, and that's fine. My intention is to feel my strength from the inside, not the outer strength, the inner strength. Every time a negative thought comes into my head, a self-doubt, when I'm judging my worth, I remember that I am strong. Deeply inhale our intention. Exhale, blow it out. Inhale the arms up. Let's take a gentle twist to the right. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand's going to fall to the side. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Root down. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Soften your right shoulder. Now, not everyone may be able to look over your right shoulder. If you look to your right side, that's fine. You may even just look at your right knee. That's fine too. Inhale. Exhale, deepen just a teeny bit. Don't force anything. Inhale, the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, gently twist to the left. Right hand, left knee. Left hand's going to fall behind to the side, maybe closer to the left knee. That's fine. Gaze down. Maybe look over your left shoulder. On your inhale, lengthen the spine up. On your exhale, see if you can deepen just a teeny bit, but keep your shoulders soft. Squeeze your belly button to your spine. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, let your fingertips sweep the mat. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale the arms up. Gaze can follow. Exhale, fingertips sweep the mat. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, hands sweep the mat. Come into a tabletop position. Bring your wrist under your shoulders. Knees under your hips. If you need to spread your knees a little bit wider, that is totally okay. Press into your fingertips rather than the heel of your hand. I want you to tuck your tail a little bit, lift your heart up a little bit, create a long line from root to crown. Hold it here for a moment. Feel your power. Notice how on your inhale, your ribs expand, your belly, your lungs. Inhale, round the back, chin to chest. Exhale, drop the belly, gaze up, tail up. Round the back, chin to chest. Drop the belly, tail up, gaze up. One more time, round the back, chin to chest. Drop the belly, tail up, gaze up. Come back to your long neutral spine, tuck the tail a little bit, lift the heart a little bit. Feel your belly button press towards your spine. Take your knees to the edge of the mat, bring your big toes to touch. Sink back into a child's pose. Hips sink towards the heels, walk the hands forward. Now I don't have any props right now, but if you have props with you and want to use a block on your head or even on your hands, go for it. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow your back to release, breathe into your hips. We'll start intentionally breathing. Breathe into the hips. Inhale into the hips. Exhale. See if you can soften your hips. Inhale, breathe into them. Exhale, soften. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Make your way back to a tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Walk the knees in just a little bit. Take your right leg, extend it behind. Now, I want you to see if you can take a little bit of arch out of your back. How are you going to do that? I want you to bring your right hip down. Press through your right heel. See if you can feel yourself lengthen out. Take this right foot, cross it over to the outside of your left foot. Foot may come off the mat on the left side. Press back into that right hip. Bring the right leg back up. Bring the right foot all the way through in between the hands. Left knee can stay right here. Maybe you slide it back a little bit. Maybe you need to walk it up some. Fingertips on the mat. Now, let the hips sink down. Make sure you're not putting all your weight on this right quad. Again, if you have blocks and need blocks, you can put them under your hands. If you don't have blocks and fingertips on the mat is too much, you can bring your hands to your knees also. Bring the right knee back to meet the left knee, tabletop position. Extend your left leg behind. Now, bring the left hip down to meet the right. Press through the left heel. See if you can lengthen this just a little bit. Hold it here. Take your left foot to the outside of your right leg, maybe off the mat on the right side. Press through the left heel. Try to keep the weight evenly distributed in both hands so that you're not leaning so much to one side or the other. Bring the left leg back up, extend. Bring the left foot through in between the hands. Take that right foot where you need to take it. Right knee, sorry. One thing I want to talk about real quick is our left knee. I want you to make sure that left knee is behind the ankle or stacked on top of. Let's try to avoid sending the left knee over the ankle. Breathe into your hips, soften down. I want you to curl your right toes under, lift your knee up, step your right foot up to meet your left, flat back, halfway lift. Let's hold it here for just a moment. Now, if your fingertips are on the floor, that's fantastic, okay? What I want to make sure of is that you are creating this long line of energy from root to crown. Remember that your neck is an extension of your spine. Sometimes to help myself feel that even more, I'll press my hands into my legs and feel myself grow. Sometimes I use my thighs. Sometimes hands on the hips, depending on how I feel today. Sometimes my knees are a little bent. All of those are fantastic options for this pose. But that feels amazing in my spine to separation. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees a whole lot forward. Fold. Let everything fall. Ground through your feet. Slowly roll yourself up. Inhale the arms up. Hands come to heart center. Close your eyes. Feel your feet planted firmly on the ground. Strength. Feel the strength rise up through the legs. Spiraling around the spine all the way to the crown of the head. Inhale the arms up. Let's take a gentle back bend. Cactus your arms, send your heart forward, super gentle, forward and up with the heart. Inhale the arms up. Forward fold, bend the knees. Very nice. Halfway lift, find length in your spine, bend your knees if you need to. Plant your hands, step back to your plank. Now we're going to do a gentle version of the vinyasa through. Drop to your knees. Send your heads to your heels, so we're not going into a full child's pose. I want you to slide your chest across the floor, come into a cobra. Downward facing dog. When you get to your downward facing dog, pedal out. Pedal it out. It's the first one of the practice, right? You might need to stretch it out a little bit. When you're ready, settle into your dog. When you get there, spread your fingers wide. I want you to let your heels disappear behind your ankles. Soften your shoulders. Press the mat away. I want you to bring your armpits towards your cheeks. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Avoid opening the hip up here. I want you to keep the right hip in line with the left. Bring your right foot all the way through, left knee's coming down. Here we are again. Let the hips fall. You're going to walk the hands back. See if you can take the right heel out, straighten the right leg. If you need to take your tail back more, that's okay. When you get here, breathe into the back of that right leg and try to soften your right knee a bit. You have a couple options here. You can keep your back flat, or you can round and let the head fall if you're ready for that. I am not, but we're all different, right? Come back through into your lunge position, Anjaneyasana. Left hand's going on the ground next to the right foot. Right arm's going up. Try to stack the arms on top of each other. Twist. Right hand comes down. Curl the left toes under. Sweep the right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Now your left heel may be off the mat. You can bend your left knee as much as you need to. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Look towards the top of your mat. Begin to make your way up. Take as many steps as you need to. If you're a hopper, feel free to hop. We come into a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Bend the knees a lot, forward, fold, fold, melt. Ground through your feet, rise up, inhale up, feel your feet planted firmly on the mat, all that strength. Hands come to heart center, close the eyes, let's breathe, take a breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale the arms up. Gentle back bend, cactus the arms and the heart forward and up. Inhale up. Forward fold. Halfway left, lengthen the spine. Plant the hands, step back into your plank. Drop the knees, gentle vinyasa, hips are going to go to the heels. Slide your chest as close to the mat as you can. Come into a cobra. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Bring the left foot through in between the hands, right knee falls down. Let the hips sink. Walk the hands back just a little bit. Instead of trying to take your tail all the way to your heel, see if you can walk that left foot out a little bit. Maybe you get this far and it doesn't work anymore and you need to lean the tail back. That's fine. Now remember, if you need your blocks or you need something, so for the longest time I didn't have blocks at home and I used whatever I could find. Peanut butter jars were one of my favorite because I love peanut butter and I always had a ton. Cans, books, so many things you can use. Come back through into your Anjaneyasana, your lunge position. Right hand is going on the inside of the left foot, left arm is going up. See if you can stack your arms one on top of each other, long line. Left hand's coming down. Curl the right toes under, lift the right knee up, sweep the left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. Take your gaze to the top of the mat and make your way to a flat back position, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees generously. Ground through the feet. Rise up. Inhale up. You are strong. Keep telling yourself that. Hands to the heart. Inhale up. Gentle back bend. Send the heart forward. Let's add a side stretch. Inhale up.
Right hand is going to grab the left wrist. Reach up and lean over to the right. Inhale. Left hand's going to grab right wrist. Reach and lean. Inhale. Bend your knees a lot. Forward fold. Melt. Halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Remember to feel that space. Plant your hands. Step back to your plank. Vinyasa through. Knees, hips to heels. Get as close to the mat as you can. Slither your way into a cobra. If you're ready, maybe you add an up dog, lifting the hips and the knees. Downward facing dog. Totally optional, everybody. Let's keep adding on. Right leg lifts. Inhale. Bring the foot through. Left knee's coming down. Adding arms up. Sweep the arms up. Now, this is not in your practice today. Bring the hands to the knees. Maybe even just bring the hands to the hips. Maybe heart center. Soften your shoulders, reach through your fingertips. Now, when I get up here, my first instinct is to send everything forward and overarch my back. I'm going to squeeze my belly button in and up, but keep my shoulders soft. Hands come down, straighten the right leg. Now remember, take the tail back a little bit and see if you can walk the heel out some. Come back through into your Anjaneyasana, your low lunge. The left hand's going down, right arm sweeping up for a twist. Let's open our lunge up. I want you to let the right knee fall towards the right side of the mat. Roll to the outside of the right foot. Now, just me doing this sends my left hip down. That's what I want. Take that right arm back, point towards the back of the mat. You should feel this right in your, the top of the right hip into your glute. Bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot, lizard lunge. Walk that right foot over a bit. We're not going to stay here too long. Maybe 5 breaths. Let's take our last 2 together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Curl your left toes under. Lift your left knee up. Take your right knee to the sky. Open your hip up. Maybe circle the head. Right ankle out. Now I want you to let your right shoulder fall back down. Evenly distribute the weight in the right and the left hand. Downward facing dog. Make your way to the top of your mat. Flat back, halfway lift. As you rise, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees a lot, fold. Ground through the feet, rise up, inhale, up. All that strength is beautiful. Hands at heart center. Inhale up. Cactus the arms to the heart forward. Inhale. Right hand grabs left wrist, reach and lean. Inhale up. Left hand grabs right wrist, reach and lean. Inhale. Forward fold, bend the knees a lot. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your plank. Drop to the knees, hips to heels. Let the chest get as close to the mat as you can. Roll through into cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Bring the foot through. Sweep the arms to the sky, but remember you have options here. Squeeze the belly button in and up. Protect the lower back. Try to bring your right hip forward a little bit. Soften the shoulders. Reach the fingertips. Hands come down. Hips go back just a little bit, and then see if you can send that left heel forward a bit. Soften your left knee. Come back into your Anjaneyasana, your low lunge. Right hand down, left arm up. Let's open our lunge up. Open the left knee, roll to the outside of the left foot. That right hip's gonna come down. That left arm is gonna reach towards the back of the mat. Lizard lunge. Return to your lunge, but bring the left hand to the inside of the foot. Make space for the body. We're gonna be here 5 breaths. The last 2 together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Curl the right toes under, lift the knee up. Sway the left leg to the sky, open the hip up. Rotate that ankle out, do something that feels good. Bring your left shoulder to be in line with your right. Downward facing dog. Make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees a lot full. Ground through the feet, rise up, inhale. Bring the hands to the heart. Tree pose. Nothing stronger, right, than a good tree pose. Left foot's gonna stay down. Come onto your right tippy toes. Open the right knee up. Perfectly fine to stay right here. Wherever you are in your tree, watch for this left hip cocking out to the side, all right? We want to bring it in. We want to tuck our toe and just squeeze our belly in. If you want to lift the foot up, go for it. Shin or inside of the hip. Let's avoid the ankle and the knee. Wherever you end up, I want you to press the left leg into the right foot rather than pushing the right foot into the leg. If you would like to grow your branches or do something else with your arms, do it now. Feel the strength in this pose. Feel the power. You are rooted. You are here. You are tall. You are solid. Take one more breath. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale your arms up. Sink into a chair. Now you have options in your chair. Feet apart or big toes to touch. Whatever feels good to you. Sink as deeply as you can. I want you to imagine roots growing in through your heels down into the ground. Root into the ground via the heels. Soften your shoulders, reach through your fingertips. One more breath. Rise up, hands to heart center. Right foot stays down, left foot finds a tree pose. Again, maybe you start just by bending the knee and opening the hip up. Bring the right hip back in. If you want to go farther, you can slide the foot up or help it up. Press the right leg into the left foot, hands at heart center. Do you have a different arm variation you would like to take? Take it now. Imagine your roots growing beneath your feet. You are strong and stable. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale your arms up. Sink into your chair. This time bring your hands to heart center. Let's take a twist to the right. Left elbow, right knee, or left hand, right knee, right hand to the hip, whichever one you want to take. Root through your heels rather than your toes. Come back to heart center in chair pose. Twist to the left, either right elbow, left knee, or right hand, left knee. Come back to hands at heart center, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Separate your feet. Let's take a ragdoll pose. Take your feet about shoulder width distance apart. Bend your knees a whole lot. Grab opposite elbows and let yourself hang. Let your back release. Let this feel good. If you want to make any movement here, go ahead. Release your elbows. Roll yourself up all the way up. Inhale up. Hands come to heart center. Maybe you'll toe your feet back into hip width distance. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back to your plank. Drop to your knees, hips to hips. Roll through cobra or up dog. Down dog. Right leg lifts. Bring the right foot all the way through. We're going to take that left foot. We're going to pivot onto our side. Rise up, warrior two. Now when you get into your warrior two, first thing I want you to do is to make sure that you are evenly distributing the weight in both of your feet. Second thing I want you to do is check out your right big toe. Can you see any amount of your right big toe? Let's hope so. If you can't, work it out. Open your left shoulder, reach through your fingertips. Squeeze your belly button up, but keep your shoulders soft. This is strength. Straighten your right leg. Take your left hand to your left leg, right arm reaches up and back. Reverse your triangle, big side body stretch. Take it down into a triangle pose. Right hand can go on the leg. Slide down to the shin. If you have a block, peanut butter jar, whatever, you can grab it. Or you can bring your fingertips down. Whatever you do, I want you to glue that right hand to something. Take your left arm to the sky. Now I want you to squeeze your belly back, squeeze your heart back. One thing that helps me is to imagine that there's a wall behind me and I'm pressing up against it. Warrior two, jolly yoga's bend the right knee and rise up. Tee the arms. Cartwheel your hands down, take your right leg to the sky, open that hip up. If it felt good to roll up your ankle, do it. Downward facing dog. Take a moment in your downward facing dog, breathe, pedal it, take what you need. Left leg lifts, inhale it up. Bring that left foot all the way through on an exhale. Pivot your right foot so that it's parallel to the back of the mat. Bring the arms up. Now the right foot may not be exactly parallel to the back of the mat. I don't want it to be, right? It's just a good, it's a good proprioception indicator. How about that? Where is your foot right now on your mat? Kind of parallel to the back. Sink a little deeper. I want you to press through all corners of the feet. Can you see your left big toe? I hope so. If not, maybe try to find just a teensy bit of it. Soft through the shoulders, reach the fingertips. One more breath here. Straighten the left leg. Right hand down, left arm's gonna sweep up and back. Big side body stretch. Triangle pose. Bring the left hand, or two, the thigh, the shin, maybe a block, maybe fingers down. Wherever that left hand is, glue it. Reach up through the right fingertips. Lean against that imaginary back wall. Are you distributing the weight throughout all sides of both feet? Warrior two, bend the right left knee. Tee the arms up. Cartwheel the hands down. Sweep the left leg to the sky. Open the hip up. Rotate that ankle out if that's what feels good. Downward facing dog. Come into your tabletop position. Take a child's pose. Knees together or knees apart, whatever feels good to you. If your wrists are at all bothering you for any reason, you can bring your arms down by your side. Counts for your shoulders too. Come back into your tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Extend your right leg back. Right hip comes down, press through the hip. Remember, long line of energy from crown to hip. I want you to take that right knee and tap your right arm. Let's fire that core up a little bit. take it back. That'll make you feel strong, right? Right knee to left, elbow, take it across the body, take it back. Knee to nose, squeeze it in, hold it there for 3, 2, 1, take it back. Right knee to right wrist. Right ankle to left wrist, pigeon pose. Slide the left knee back. Lengthen inhale. Exhale, take your pigeon where you want your pigeon today. Now, if you're in your pigeon and you are rolled all the way onto your right hip, I want you to grab something and put it under your right hip, right? You can grab, if you have a block, shove a block under there. If you have a bolster, shove a bolster, shove a blanket. If you have nothing, then I want you to roll onto your back and take a figure 4. So if you need to do that, you're gonna get on your back. You're gonna bend your right knee. You're gonna cross the left ankle over the right knee, and you're gonna pull that knee in. It's gonna feel just like this. Well, not just like, but very similar. Follow your breath. I want you to think about melting your left ribs down, melting your left hip, breathing into your right hip, melting the left, exhaling out. Filling up the right, releasing through the left. Begin to walk yourself up. Come back into your tabletop position. Now, some people need to do more than just come back into tabletop position from their pigeon. I always give everyone the opportunity to work it out. I've seen it all, right? So if you need to take your leg back and make some big circles, or stretch to your calf, or maybe do something out to the side, I don't know. What feels good? Take it. Let's all meet back in tabletop. Left leg extends. Left hip comes down, press through the heel, create that long line. Let's bring the left knee to the left arm, give it a little tap, make that core fire up. Take the left leg back. Left knee to right arm, across the body, take it back. Knee to nose, squeeze it in, hold it there for 3, 2, 1, take the left leg back, bring the left knee to the left arm, bring the left ankle to the right wrist, slide the right knee back, find your pigeon. Now again, if you need to shove something under that left hip, go for it. I almost need to, they are super tight. And again, if you're like me, maybe some days you are, this is so easy, and today you're super tight and you're going, what is the deal? The deal is that we're different every single day, right? And I'm full of dessert because I went out of town this weekend and they mentioned it a lot. When you're ready, find where you want your pigeon to be today. Sink into it. Again, use whatever props you need. Think about melting the right rib and the right hip down. Think about inhaling into the left, filling it up. Exhaling through the right, softening, releasing. Slowly begin to make your way up. I'm going to do something a little different this time. I want you to swing that right leg around. Stack it on top of the left leg for fire log pose. Now some of you are going to go, I do not think so. I need to work that left hip out. You can. Work it out and then come back and meet me. This pose is not accessible to everyone, so people's hips just will not allow them to do it. In that case, just do the best you can. Even if it's just sort of stacking one in front of the other, that's fine. Do that. Wherever you are. Whether you are stacked on top or in front of one another, I want you to inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, begin to walk yourself down. Maybe you don't go as far, maybe you go farther. Your body will tell you when it's had enough. Now, when you think you've had enough, I want you to take a deep inhale. Exhale, go down 10% more. Drop the head. Walk yourself up. Extend both legs long. Find your sit bones. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Let your body melt. Now, say this all the time. The goal of this pose is not to be able to touch your feet. If you can, that is amazing. If you can't, that is also amazing. All right, sometimes in this pose, I just bend my knees super generously and just kind of fold over them. A lot of times I place my hands behind my calves and fold. Sometimes I can reach my feet. Sometimes I grab my toes. Sometimes my arms are magically longer than my feet and I put a block on the end. The point is, I want you to be in a place that feels good to you, that feels strong to you. Keep folding. A place that makes you comfortable, right? Because I don't feel strong when I am uncomfortable and I'm working really hard to get somewhere that is just not accessible today. Take a deep inhale into the back. Long exhale, sink deeper. Roll yourself up. Fire log other side. This time the right shin is going to be in front. Well, front first, it's actually going to be the bottom. Parallel to the top of the mat, parallel-ish. Left shin's going to stack on top of the right. Now again, this may not work for you. You may need to just put one in front of the other. More like a little crisscross applesauce, right? That's okay. Because we're going to fold it a little bit. Either way, you're going to feel it somewhere. And it should feel pretty okay. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, start to walk yourself down. Your body will tell you when to stop, and when you get to that place, take an inhale. Exhale, sink just a little bit deeper, and let the head fall. Walk yourself up. Extend the left leg long. Bring this right foot onto you, cross it over the left leg. Lengthen your spine. You have a couple options here. You can wrap you can wrap the left arm around the right knee and bring the right hand behind. Also, you can bring the left arm to the outside of the right knee. That will deepen your twist a little bit. Wherever you are, I want you to lengthen through the spine, kind of open the heart up. Right hand's gonna fall behind. Inhale. Exhale. Look over your right shoulder. Maybe look at the back of your mat. Keep sending your belly button towards your right quad. That's how I always kind of imagine my spine lengthening. It's kind of impossible to overarch here, I feel like, so don't worry about that so much. It just helps to lengthen. Big inhale. Exhale and lift. Let's take it on the other side. Right leg extends. Bring the left foot in, cross it over the right leg. Wrap the right arm around or take the right arm to the outside of the left leg. Left arm's going behind. Inhale, I'm going to send my belly button towards my left quad. Exhale, I'm going to look over my left shoulder. Soften my shoulders too. Big inhale up the spine. Exhale, the breath spirals down into twist. Unwind. Take both legs on. Make your way on to your back. Roll it on down. When you get there, bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself some little love, little rock. Maybe you roll the ankles out. Maybe you stretch the toes out. Back to center. Extend your left leg long. Squeeze the right knee in. Let the right knee fall to the left. Stack your right hip on top of your left. Adjust your shoulders. Find comfort to your right arm. Twist. Now, do not force anything in this pose. Don't force anything, period. But don't force anything in this pose. Let this twist feel good. If it doesn't feel good, back off. Bring the right knee back to center. Lying flat on both hips. Squeeze the right knee in. Lying flat on your sacrum, sorry. Extend the right leg long. Bring the left knee in. Squeeze it in. Let the left knee fall to the right. Stack your left hip on top of your right. Adjust your shoulders. Find comfort. Gaze to the left, to your left arm. Don't force anything. Bring the left knee back to center. Bring your right knee in to meet your left. Bring your forehead up to your knees or as close as you can. Make yourself into this tight little ball of light and of love and of gratitude and of joy. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release it. Open up. Shavasana. Make yourself comfortable. If your practice is not yet complete, take any final movements that you need to complete your practice. In your Shavasana, let your feet flop open, let your hands flop, let your shoulders fall. As I guide you through this journey into a deeper Shavasana, I want the body to remain in a restful state and the mind to remain active. Should any judgments, thoughts, feelings, emotions, to-dos flood the mind, let them be and let them pass. You're not doing it wrong. Let them be and let them pass. And if the thoughts, the feelings, and emotions become too much, I want you to focus on my voice and your breath. Come back into your body and get out of your mind. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One last time, big inhale. Long exhale, let it all go. Bring awareness to your feet, to the soles of your feet, to the inner arches of your feet, to your heels, to the pad of your big toe, your second toe, your third toe, your fourth toe, your fifth toe, to your big toe itself, your third toe, second toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, your toenails, your big toenail, your second toenail, third toenail, fourth toenail, pinky toenail, your ankle. Bring awareness to your shins, to your kneecaps, to your quads. Bring awareness to your Achilles heel, your calves, the backs of your knees, your hamstrings. Bring awareness to your inner and outer thighs. Bring awareness to your hips and your pelvis. Bring awareness to your tail. Everything below the belly button is resting, is asleep, free of tension and stress. Bring awareness to the space right below the belly button, above the belly button, to the sides of the belly button itself. Bring awareness to your obliques. Bring awareness to your ribs, to your chest, to your collarbones, to your armpits, to the tops of your shoulders. Bring awareness to your lower back, your sacrum, the backs of your ribs, your shoulder blades, and your spine. Bring awareness to your neck. Let your torso rest. Bring awareness to your shoulders, to your upper arm, to your elbow, to your forearms, to your wrists. Bring awareness to your thumb, your pointer finger, your middle finger, your ring finger, your pinky. Bring awareness to the knuckle of your pinky finger, the knuckle of your ring finger, the knuckle of your middle finger, the knuckle of your pointer finger, the knuckle of your thumb. Bring awareness to your thumbnail, pointer nail, middle fingernail, ring fingernail, and pinky nail. Let your arms and your hands rest. Bring awareness to your throat, to your ears, to the back of your head, to your hair, to your temples. Bring awareness to your eyes, your forehead, bridge of your nose, your cheeks, your nose, your chin, your mouth. Bring awareness to your eyebrows, your eyelashes, your nostrils, your teeth and your tongue. Let your head rest. Your entire body is resting. You are asleep, floating along, breathing and healing. Relax, release, Begin to send the breath into your toes and your fingers. Send the breath into your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs. Send the breath deep down into your belly. Fill up. Let light and life wash over you. Move and breathe and make your way to a seat. Inhale your arms up, palms touch overhead. Slide your hands down to heart center. Thank you for allowing me to guide you today. Remember that you are strong and you are worthy, no matter what that voice inside tries to tell you. Let's take one last breath together. Deep inhale. Long exhale, blow out what doesn't serve us. Slide your thumbs up to your third eye center, that place in between your brow. My light honors your light. Until we meet again, namaste.